welcome to today's market opening, and a market open where we're celebrating the go public of Canadian Manganese. We are very proud to be able to host you on the NEO exchange, and looking forward, of course, to what we anticipate to be a great journey going forward. Believe it or not, this is the 18th listing on the NEO this month. The month just started, so making some real strong progress on the listing front. It's the sixth in the mining and resources space.
It's been a wonderful experience working with the NEO team in this process. We, Canadian Manganese, are obviously very excited to be listing in general, but listing on an exchange built on facilitating an industry evolution and advancement is really, it's near and dear to us, and initiatives we understand very well. Our mission is to play a meaningful role through the development and sustainable regional supply and growth of a domestic lithium-ion battery supply chain. And we think it's an important goal that North American governments are spearheading, and the participation and involvement our company and our asset will play in that is very exciting for us. So it's a very, very exciting time. And we look forward to demonstrating to our shareholders and new shareholders alike the benefits that we will bring in that.
We would like to present you with a unique, one-of-a-kind piece of art, which we commissioned through our partnership with the Ontario College of Art and Design University. You.
I just wanted to keep it straightforward and depict the atom of the manganese element. So all the number of electrons match the actual properties of the actual atom. And since I knew that you guys were contributing to the rechargeable battery industry, I decided to have the atom glow green. And yeah, I just wanted to create a really cool, sleek looking depiction of the manganese element.
Malik, thank you very much for your time and effort in this. This is, we will definitely put this in the office and make sure it's prominently highlighted. Our mission is to become a leader in the supply of what is called a high purity manganese sulfate monohydrate, which in simple terms is a component in the cathode development of lithium-ion batteries. So a key component in the chemistry, especially in the chemistry of a nickel manganese cobalt battery, which is widely becoming the chemistry of choice within the electric vehicle sector. I think some of the key things of our story and of any of these stories to understand properly is asset quality and why that matters. And in this, I think mining and resource in general understands asset quality and grade, but even more so in what we're doing as we're the purification of a product that goes into an advanced, call it technology metal for this purpose is very important. We have also this support, or stakeholder support, our shareholders from regional, community and provincial powers, and we're working together to try to, and have been working together to move forward in, what we determine is and we feel is the best way possible to improve all aspects of the business, from extraction to process to the actual supply of a product. And that goes into the commitment we have on the increased attention and requirements on ESG initiatives. I think that it needs to be well understood what the market looks like today, and where it can change and where it should change. So, to talk basic the high purity manganese, where it fits, as I said, it's a key component in the cathode chemistry. Developing cathodes, battery manufacturers are looking for energy density, and this is nothing new, right? The lithium-ion battery has been used in portable electronics for 20 plus years. Energy density of these products has always been sought, and it's 20 years on, and we're very similar technologies and chemistries that we were 20 years ago. And the reason for that is safety and consistency. Those are two massive pieces. That's especially when we get into huge production lines of vehicles. Safety and consistency is going to be focused on. So we get to these NMC batteries, the nickel, manganese, cobalt batteries have widely become used in the space. But as we go into, you dive a little bit deeper into where this comes from and how it's produced, the methods are somewhat antiquated across in where they're done, and the product that's being brought in, how it's produced in a huge energy consuming way, with electricity, carbon emissions, and that's due to the processes that are implemented, and the product, the ore that's put into this. So the calcination, which is really the burning of ore, because of the type of ore it's being used, it isn't required. There are ores out there like ours that don't require this step, that can reduce significant carbon emissions and energy in the processing of this material. I think the other thing to understand is right now, over 90% of the world's product is produced in China. And that's where the majority of cathodes for the lithium-ion battery sector in that region, in China and in Asia, are developed. And I think there are some fundamental structural imbalances for that supply chain, what we've just seen in the supply chain because of the COVID pandemic. Having a reliance on one region, on one jurisdiction to provide a key component into a global supply chain is a difficult value proposition going forward. So I think that's been recognized by North American governments. The U.S. has put in directives, executive orders on supply chain, and they're committed. President Biden is committed and has laid out a plan to develop within the next 10 years a domestic, holistic lithium-ion supply chain.
I think this is an extremely exciting organization, and I threw a few figures around earlier today about the 18th listing, the 6th mining one. It's our first manganese one, and I think one that we are at NEO all extremely proud of.